Okay, buenos días. The lesson from today it's a lot of rules. All right, so maybe this video is going to be a little bit longer. Okay, so be there, pay attention. All right, so here, pretérito of ear, stem changing verb. Ear. What does that mean? Ear. All those verbs that ends in ear, like pedir, dormir, preferir, servir, vestirse. Remember, this is a reflexive. So we're talking about the ending, which is vestir, competir, and seguir. Okay? So before we talk about this, we need to go back and review how you conjugate in past tense. So we have learned about pretérito. Pretérito is when you describe an action that happened in the past and the action was completed, all right? So when the verb is regular, you are going to use this ending right here, which is, this is the ending. Pay attention to the accent marks. Very important, the accent marks, okay? Because if you don't, sorry, put the accent marks, that is considered misspelling. Okay, so this is the irregular verb, regular verb, this is irregular, okay? But we need to review this one right here. So, if we go back here, okay? So, pedir, dormir, preferir, servir, vestirse, compartir, and seguir, what endings you going to follow? You're going to follow the regular endings, okay? So, which is you drop and you add. You drop and you add. But now, this is, again, only the ir verb, there are stem changing verb in the past tense. So, for example, pedir, which is to ask for, that I changed for I. But when? Only for the L form. What does that mean, L form? L form, I mean él, ella o usted, and also ellos and ustedes, okay? And you do exactly the same thing for dormir, dormir, okay? Dormir, you change the O for you, for the L form and the ellos form, okay? And you're going to do exactly the same thing with all of this one right here. You're going to change the I for I for the él, ella, usted, ustedes, and ellos and ellas form. Okay, so, and also I want to talk about vestirse. Vestirse is a reflexive, okay, a reflexive verb. Why is a reflexive verb? Because it ends in se. And remember what we talk about every time you have a verb that ends in se, most of the time it's when you are doing something to yourself. So vestirse is to put clothes on you. So when you are going to use vestirse or a reflexive verb in a sentence, you always have to drop the pronoun, okay? You drop it. And then you're going to have this ending right here. So, and let's see who is doing the action. Luis y Carlos, right? How will you conjugate vestir for Luis and Carlos? Vestir, Luis and Carlos, past tense, like they are dressed already. So, ellos vestir, right here. Oh, it's ellos, I'm sorry, here, right? This is the ending because it's vestir, Carlos, and Luis is ellos, then. So it's hicieron. So you go back here and you're going to add, right? Hicieron, right? Okay. Number one, right? This is wrong. Why is wrong? Can you tell why this is wrong? Why this is wrong? If we go back here to the handout, all right? Vestir, vestir for the L form, ellos, and ustedes form. What happened with the I? Change for I, all right? So now, did I do that here? No, I didn't. Now I'm going to do it. Now this is right. Luis y Carlos vistieron. But now we're missing the pronouns, okay? Remember the reflexive pronoun, which is me, te, se, nos, and se again, okay? So what is the pronoun you're going to use here? Is ellos, that will be se, right? Right here. So what does that mean? Those two boys are dressed already. They are dressed, okay? Past tense. They did it in the past. Okay, so be careful with every reflexive, okay? We talked about that in the past, present tense. Now we are going to use reflexive in past tense, okay? It's exactly the same way you do in present tense, just the conjugation is different, okay? The conjugation have to be in past tense. All right, let's do dormir. So dormir, let's say who slept. Let's say Carlos y yo. Okay, yo, dormir. Okay, Carlos y yo, dormir. What I'm supposed to do here? Well, also I have it in here, right here. So that will be Carlos y yo is us, nosotros, nosotros. That will be nosotros dormimos, dormimos, right? Right here, nosotros dormimos. And this one right here is supposed to have an N. Let's fix it. Perfect. That's too small. Let's put it a little bit bigger. All right. So nosotros dormimos. If we go to here, okay, this is also how you conjugate nosotros, right? For pretérito, dormimos. You only change the O for you for the L form and the ustedes and ellos form. Okay, so we're going to finish the sentence. Carlos y yo, what? What? Can hear you. Dormimos, okay? Past tense. And we always, like I say, we always add more details, okay? All right? So I hope, boy, it wasn't that long. I hope you understand, okay? Remember, we always going to bring past lessons to present lessons, okay? So you cannot forget what you're learning in the past because you're always going to see it. You see how we learned reflexive long time ago and now we have to bring it back? Okay, so be careful, and I also recommend you to print every single handout so you have all those handout with you. So when you have to review back information, you have it on hand, right? See you later. Hasta mañana, niños. Adiós.